You can do the magnet thing on your sleeve.
Yeah. You also clip it on there.
Let me flex so it stays in place.
Oh my god, it's popping out.
That actually might
Pretty
work
cool.
really well. Stop. What is your thing with
cool.
tapping microphone? Am I recording? Alright, I'm recording. Everything should be cool. Sick. Okay, and this is plugged in, and these audio
What's
things
up?
are working well. I think they're going pretty good.
What's up?
Okay. Alright, this should be fine. Ow, fuck.
Oh my god.
Did you get it?
Did you get that? Did you get audio?
Did you get audio of that? You fuck around and get
Yeah,
that?
I did. You
get the
fucking
audio for
idiot. What's up? This is the Good Evening podcast.
Yeah.
For it was for August 12th, 2024.
Welcome.
What's up, dudes?
Good evening, podcast.
We're
What up,
talking
dudes?
about the one from August 6th.
Yes.
Yes.
Today is yes.
Yeah,
We're
so the
happy to have
6th.
you.
Yes. We're discussing the events of Good Evening News on August 6th, 2024, which was cool.
As you guys probably have already seen, and you've been sitting at the edge of your seats waiting for this.
You guys have
Yes.
seen it 100 times by now.
Now you know
So
you
many
get to know
times.
what we think about it.
You guys have seen it so it's embarrassing how many times you guys have seen it up to this point.
You guys are obsessed with it.
You guys are
Oh,
obsessed.
you guys are weird. You guys are weird and gay, and we love you for that.
But we're
Yes.
not going to get a restraining order or anything. We're pretty sure we can handle it on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Mikey and Jack sound a little bit weird right now, it's because they have kind of a weird microphone situation because Mikey's only going to be here for a few minutes.
Yeah, that's me.
That one was Mikey, by the way.
And our voices, other than the,
Yeah, because I imagine with the same mic, it probably sounds a little weird.
it doesn't affect
You
the
don't
depth
have
of
to
our
do
voice
that.
at all.
You don't have to do that at all. You can just talk.
It's us. I'm Jack.
It's me, Mikey.
Hey, it's usually other microphones don't pick up how deep my voice is.
Yeah,
But
these
this
are
one's
really expensive.
Yeah, these
really
are
expensive.
really
Nick had to
extreme.
suck like 7 penises to get the money for these.
Everybody
No.
knows the smaller a microphone is, the more expensive it is.
No, yes.
Yeah, just suck
Yeah.
7 penises to level up to get a guy who would pay him to suck a penis.
Yup.
I had to prove for somebody to pay me. I had to prove I put in the work, so that was good enough.
Yeah,
Yup.
Nick
Had
paid
to-
Nick did
had
an
to pay-
unpaid intern dick
Yeah.
sucking and shit.
I had to
Yup.
pay my dues. Pay my dudes. How's your guys' week been?
My week's been good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is a really good answer. Thank you, Jack.
Ditto.
Good. If I could give it in shorter, I would. My
Cool.
week's been good.
Nice.
Yeah.
What
I don't
It's
really
been
remember what I
God.
did this week.
in good spots?
No.
Nick, I don't want to talk about it.
No, I haven't done any cool spots. I did some pretty
Fuck.
bad open mics.
That's
Yeah.
good. What's some of the bad ones? Were they bad because they were bad, or were you bad, or both?
Well,
Or
one
neither.
of them is impossible and one of them is inevitable. So,
Which impossible one?
what do you think?
There are a lot that are really bad. I don't know.
But,
Because
yeah.
he's saying it's impossible that he would be bad. Is that what we're saying?
I did some mics.
'Cause- Because
Fuck.
Don't listen to him.
Oh yeah, what did you do, Nick? How was your
Nick,
week?
yeah.
I'm sure that this was.
I came in.
Before I remind everybody
I'm
of
sure
your
this
last
was not a
name.
ploy at all to see what you were. Up
No,
to
I
this
came in
week.
first place
In what?
in breakdancing at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know you were an
Wow.
Australian woman.
I did.
That's
I
good.
am an Australian woman. It's really. She didn't. That video of her is really cool.
I watched her getting interviewed. So the reason she dances so weird is because she's like a professor at a university.
That's not the
She's
reason
a
she dances.
breakdancer.
Right.
No, she
She's-
studied dance.
She
but
studied
doesn't-
dance. Who's getting she's getting a PhD in breakdancing because
Yeah.
of her
But
PhD
she's not a
thesis or whatever.
Breakdancer by like.
She does breakdance in Sydney, and she does more normal
Like,
breakdancing
kind
there.
of.
Yeah, but it's like, why the fuck did they send you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
Wow.
a video of her like in the championship for Australia. She got the other lady was better.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Yeah.
I think it's. Yeah.
I thought it was
Nepotism.
interesting that you didn't know which country everyone was until they took off the Jabberwocky masks at the end.
I could
Is it
tell when
Jabberwocky?
they're-
Yeah.
Jabberwocky?
No, it's
Jab-
Jabberwocky.
Jabber?
Oh, maybe they were. Yeah. Well, there's a word that's Jabberwocky. That's like a word that already exists. Maybe they were Jabberwocky. Or hear me out. Maybe we're being racist.
Yeah, I think it's Jabberwocky.
It's Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Jabberwockies.
Yeah. Weren't they like?
Jabberwocky is.
How many of them are Asian?
Whoa.
Well, Jabberwocky is Chinese.
Mm.
I'm typing Jabberwocky's Asian question mark.
I thought they were ghosts.
This one. Asian ghost though.
Majority Asian American. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I knew it.
Yeah. Filipino specifically.
Pretty
Okay.
cool.
Those guys up to. We should have them on. That would be great.
As
Would you
of
guys
June-
be?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's see how far they.
As of June what?
As of June 2021, 13 of the crew members identified as Asian American, while 4 were
was going on
African American,
before
2 were Hispanic, and 1 was Caucasian.
All right.
And before that,
There's still
they all
hope for us.
And I bet he talks like one of those guys, like
I-
one of those groups.
I hope he talks with like a thick Filipino accent.
I don't
He's
know
a
why
white
they're
guy who
called-
only speaks. What's the Tagalog? Or is that what it is? Yeah. All right. Okay.
That was to go. Yeah, I know a little bit.
I don't know why they're called Jabberwockies because they're dancing. They should be called Jabba Dancies.
God, we're never gonna get into this pod.
I have
Yeah.
to go to work.
Yeah. Well, we can talk. Okay. All right. This good evening news on.
I just came to do plugs. Jalen special.
Go to Jalen Special
Um,
and this podcast that
Go
we're
to
on
Jalen's
right
Special.
now.
Watch Call of Duty footage while you listen to it for some reason.
It's good. It's us playing Call of Duty, by the way. It's not
that's
just
the-
we didn't just.
Is it
fucking-
actually?
Yeah, it's
That's
us. It's us playing each other in FIFA over the podcast.
that's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not retarded either. I know a lot of people who said it's retarded, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I've been getting some pretty like the tone of the feedback is like almost angry.
yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Why are you wasting my time like this?
I
Well,
don't
what-
get it.
What's hilarious about the filming the streaming the video of us just like playing video games is that is more difficult than just setting up a camera.
Yeah, I know. Every time I keep saying, I'm like, I know you have the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Somewhere.
everyone is capable of it.
Somewhere.
You
we have
literally
stuff.
just need a fucking phone for it. Like you would be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a fucking phone for it, huh? Mikey, pull your phone out.
Yeah.
Show him your phone.
I know what phone it is. His phone is still
Show him
perfectly
phone.
capable.
I could do this with it. Check it out.
Check that out.
I could film it like that.
want us
You
to
totally
film,
could.
You want
Yes.
us to film shit with that?
Yeah.
This is a good ass. This is a cool phone.
It's for filming.
Is it?
It's got cameras. You
No,
fucking
it's not.
moron.
Yeah, I know
And
got
it's got cameras.
God, you sound so stupid, Jack.
Yeah.
You should be embarrassed.
Stop chewing
I'm
gum.
being,
You're gonna
I'm
get
on
it on
the
the
phone.
mic. Too.
I'm on the phone the rest of the pod.
I'm gonna film just myself doing this pod.
Oh, that's a really cool little setup. It's like a little tripod.
Yeah, no, it's cool, right?
I do like that.
Yeah, I just learned that recently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing
Yeah,
it.
and then you get one of these things. These things connect to your phone.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to record stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this good evening started with our MVP of the national anthem.
Oh, this was a fun one too, by the way.
Yeah, it was good. It was a very good one.
Really?
It opened up with our very own Yonder Wizard.
Work all night to drink a rum. Daylight come and me one go.
He kind of crushed it with the whole thing. He got everyone involved.
He really
Yeah.
did.
It was very fun.
Yeah, that was
It
great.
was very good, and he brought you guys up for the headlines. The headlines weren't the hottest headlines we've ever had.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, but I like the way that right when you guys first up, you guys got up there and okay, so Sunset is somewhere between like 100 and 200 miles long. It's really it's huge. It's an enormous, ridiculously, absurdly sized room
We're in
for
it
the
right
number
now.
of
Yeah.
yeah for the number of people that are in there. Sunset is hilarious.
Yeah.
And
I think that would help with the comedy.
you'd think it would. It is
Oh,
not.
this is hilarious how long this room is. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see the show.
And sometimes,
Over there.
usually at Good Evening, I feel like it's pretty good about people being close. But
Yeah.
for whatever reason, there were
Well-
0 people in the first like 2 or
Well,
3 rows.
we booked the majority of the people who sit up close.
Yeah.
Trey.
Trey, Nick V.
Yeah, but usually there's like
Yeah.
the
Well, Trey
there's like
takes up 3 seats.
well, there's usually like a handful of regulars who sit close, and they were there, but they just sat in the back for some reason. So like usually there are like the regulars like. At any comedy show, people like don't want to sit up close, but there are enough people that usually fill in, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Trey's funny.
And then you guys said, "I thought this was funny."
Picked a bad night to sit this far away. We smell really good tonight.
Yeah, usually the stage is a lot closer, so that's actually our fault. You guys are in the right spot. Guys,
I thought that was a cool way to deal with that. Typically, my move is just like, "Hey guys, listen, I know it. I understand. Like it. I'm as disappointed as you are, but the fire marshal said we could only have 25 people in here."
It's always a fun one.
Yeah, but I like that. That's very fun. Oh, and beforehand, it's the sexual activate couple, the dudes,
Those guys were
Tim and Doug. They Doug came up to me beforehand, and like when I was setting up, and he was like, "Hey, we're gonna sneak a shrimp under Jack's chair." So like, do you think that is it gonna be this one? And I was like, "Yeah, it'll be that chair." And you found it immediately. Like,
I stepped on it and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's a shrimp."
yeah, because I thought it was because like they came up like later and talked about the shrimp stuff, but I was like, I thought that they would like, I don't know, you'd like maybe like somehow figure a way to
just
stick
on
it
the
under, or just
ground.
on the ground right there.
It didn't
Cool.
connect
Yeah,
in our
no, yeah, we're
head
gonna put it under there. Just
that it might be for the show at all.
Yeah, so we had this guy.
Where did Scrimp come
ladies
from?
and gentlemen, the gold medalist from the Paris Olympics triathlon.
Did that fall out of my pocket or something?
That's the funniest potential just like explanation I can think of too. It's just like, oh, did I have shrimp in my pocket? Like, oh, I just found a shrimp. Oh, I must have had one on me and I just forgot.
I don't remember eating shrimp today, but who knows? It's been such a day.
I don't even know how I got up here.
I do have cocktail sauce all over my hands. That explains that.
Does anybody have any ranch for the shrimp?
What a
shrimp
weird
and ranch.
shrimp and ranch is such a crazy combo.
Yeah, crazy to you. You've never had it.
I guess so. That's true. I've never had it.
later.
Nice.
You want to close on anything?
Listen to the Jane Lane special.
Don't.
Yeah. What?
I'm kidding. Listen to it. Don't watch the stupid fucking FIFA footage while it happens.
Fuck you, dude. Bye, Mikey.
See you guys. Have fun.
Bye. Oh,
now
finally,
that
what if I
he's
just? What if
Finally fucking gone.
What if I just finally just let out a fucking fat fart?
Oh, because it's
Just
like,
ripped ass.
like you were on a first date.
Yeah, like I was really nervous.
We were on a first date. We were hanging out, drinking wine, and eating cheese for hours, and then you just have to rip ass as soon as it's done.
Oh, thank God, finally.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm
Oh,
here
I
as
was-
always as a representative for
Uh-huh.
Necromancer Nick. I'm just gonna triple check that everything's working here. It's all still working.
God, I'm so sleepy. I need a coffee.
Oh, you fucking won't you cough on these nuts? I don't know, whatever. I came up for the Necro intro.
Uh huh.
I don't think anything particularly interesting happened. I think that I kind of
There was a nice cut in on it.
What do you mean?
I think it zoomed in on you.
Oh yeah, well you can see it. It was fun makeup, but the actual, I just don't think that there was anything. I think that I came out and kind of bombed right away.
No. Yeah. No.
I don't think it like fucked anything up. I just think I tried. You said
Yeah.
something. I said it looked like Spawn, and I said something to the effect of,
Yeah, you'd like.
I tried to
yeah,
connect
something
Spawn to
Spawn to
s-
come.
yeah, I don't know, something. It didn't really work, but then we got through it quickly, and then our first person on the whole show was Trey.
Trey, I made fun of Trey the other day. 2 days ago.
For what?
He was in the. I just have to tell this because it's funny to me. He came into the green room at Sunset and was bragging about how he's in at Foxy's.
What's Foxy's?
It's a strip club in Pflugerville, I believe.
What
And
is
he-
it?
I don't know what he means by in, but he started going like, yeah, like the general manager's got my number. Like he got my info. Like I let him know whenever I'm heading up there.
Is it the general manager gives him a call whenever the buffet is going to open early?
No. I said Trey, I feel like the general manager gave you his info so you can give him a heads up. They need to save 3 seats.
I think that Trey said that they listened to this at this podcast at his work. Did they
listen to this one too?
I think so. We'll see.
Oh, he was there. I love you, Trey.
That is funny though. Trey's he like. I've seen Trey discover things. He discovered strip clubs recently, and he was like,
"Is this a new thing?"
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like, "I went to a strip club the other day for the first time. It was incredible." And I was like, yeah, I mean, I knew you would love, that's you. That's who he is as a human.
They have food and titties.
Oh, wow. When you put it that way, actually,
Wow.
Maybe I love strip clubs.
I think everybody loves strip clubs.
I think, actually, I've been to a strip club 3 times.
I've never been.
Really? You've never been to a strip club?
Never been to a strip club.
Oh, but just a girl strip club. You've been to dudes.
No, good. No, I've never been to a strip club.
Wow, you haven't? You should,
No, I seriously have never.
You should legit go with Trey.
With Trey?
Trey, take Jack to the strip club.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm made for it.
I wasn't made. I mean, I feel like it's just something to check off so that you know. Because I went.
You checked it off 3 times though.
Well, okay, I only actually went because it's like, let's go to the strip club one time. The other 2 times are because there was this weird Sunday afternoon comedy show at a strip club in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had strip clubs in Nashville.
Yeah, it's weird. They're all like these Bible Belt strange rules surrounding strip clubs that exist. Like in Memphis, so the first strip club I ever went to was in Memphis, and it was like 2 a.m. or later on like a Tuesday. So I was like probably 22 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
And it was a weird night where me and my friend, we were like, let's not go to the same places we normally go. So we went to a different bar we never would go to that was like close by, but just was a different vibe. And then we ran into this girl there that we knew. And she was like, oh, it's so cool seeing you guys. Do you want to go to a strip club? And we were like, well, we said we were going to do stuff we wouldn't normally do. So we went, and Memphis has a law where, I don't know if it's different now, but at the time, you couldn't be naked at all in a strip club. It was just women in like string bikinis, which feels way grosser because you're all ogling women and they're not even naked. So it's just like, ooh, it just feels like there's some extra layer of depravity there. And this massive woman, she comes up to me like you're getting the C team there. You know what I mean? Like it is.
It's a
brutal.
Tuesday.
Tuesday at 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah.
First thing when I walk in there, this woman who's like, I would imagine like, maybe this is like a Old West version of it in my brain, but I always imagine that there's one woman at a strip club who's like 50 years old, who's like, I'm the mama for all the other strippers.
Yeah.
That old woman came up to me as soon as I walked through the door and like she's palming a basketball except much smaller. She grabs my fucking crotch. She just bow, and she's literally starts going like this, and she goes, "What are you here for, sweetie?" And I just went, something else. And I like ran to the bar away from her because I was just sexually assaulted by an old stripper.
Yeah. Pretty cool though.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. But it was a horrifying experience. It was just like, ah! And then, way later in Nashville, it was just crazy because this dude would run a show at 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Oh, Jesus.
It was crazy.
That's the D team.
Dude, it was nuts. And we would go there and comics would do... There would be like girls stripping, and then comics would before anyone got there, and then comics would do their sets and stuff, but no one was stripping during the sets because they did, when there was no one there. So comics and stuff would do it. It was mostly just other comics in the crowd who were just like, "Can you believe there's a fucking strip show happening, or a comedy show at a strip club?" And then there would be strippers going up to all the other comics and like handful of audience members trying to like sell lap dances the whole time. There was one comic, I won't say his name, but he was a dude in Nashville who I didn't know very well, and before the show even started had gotten 3 lap dances. Had gone to the private room, and they were like, what the fuck? Who is this guy who just dropped like hundreds of dollars on this? And then Shane Bianchi was on that show. He had never been to a strip club, and John Hickok, who's like who's a comic and also like makes decent money from YouTube stuff, or at least, and certainly at the time he did. He shows up with a stack of ones and gives them to Shane. And Shane got a lap dance that night, and he was like, "This place is awesome." It was a big night for Shane. He loved it.
Shane's cool.
Yeah. I think he was, like, the show start was at 4. I think Shane was there, like, all night. Yeah. Yeah, just fucking making it rain on these hosts. Because the second the stand-up was over, there was just a woman on stage just showing you her vagina. And it was just
That's
like, whoa.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Love Nashville.
Yeah.
All right, let's fly through this.
Yeah, dude. So
I need
Trey
a
did
coffee
the
so
thing.
bad.
You'll be fine, you little bitch.
I'm falling asleep.
No, you're not. Trey walked up, and we probably have a pot of coffee, actually. Do you want some? Hold on, I'll just snip this out. Do you want black coffee?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me heat it up. Tell them little secrets while I'm out here.
This is Momo, everyone. All right, Momo. All right.
All right. Here's some coffee. So, what Trey had this. Oh, I like this joke that Trey had. When it started, he had this.
Oh yeah, he was telling me.
This one's called Northern Meadows. You guys see that? Northern Meadows. I mean, look at.
So I love that Trey was up there just reading it, and it says Northwestern Meadows, and he just said Northern
Northern
multiple
Meadows.
times. He says, "See that right there? It says Northern Meadows."
Northern Meadows.
It's one thing to misread something. It's another to say it, point at it, repeat it.
2 months now.
I didn't mean to do that.
You son of a
I didn't mean to look
You
at that. I clicked
absolute
down it to try and get out of it.
piece of shit. And then he had this joke here, which I thought was very funny towards the end of it.
You ever have body dysmorphia? This is what I look like in my head, right?
Trey has sort of a thick, big titty Velma
Yeah.
self-image. That's pretty cool.
This is what I look like in my head.
Yeah. So after Trey was the MVP performance of the show, which we mentioned already, and it was Tim and Doug with how to sexually activate women.
Yes, Tim and Doug, always fun.
Super cool.
Thank you for the coffee, by the way. This is just like a hazelnut.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's going great with my mint gum.
Hello. I am Nightwolf Hawk.
And I am Timothy.
What's up, Timothy?
All right.
Not a whole heck of a lot.
We are here to teach you how to sexually activate women.
Wow. That's exciting.
Hell yeah, dude. They rolled. I also I love how like South Parky that whole thing felt.
Yeah.
Like Tim's voice was very like Jimmy from South Park, and his voice was very Jimmy, and also like I didn't know until he let the shrimp come out of his mouth that's why he sounded that way. He's like, oh, pretty good, and it was just like, oh, he was doing the voice and he had a shrimp in his mouth.
I didn't know he had the shrimp in his mouth.
Yeah, it's like he had both going on. So that was very funny. Okay, so he has that, and then so they bring up Sarah Van Binsbergen.
Sarah Van Bing Bing.
Van Bing Bing. They bring her up for because they needed a volunteer from the audience, which
A
was
female volunteer.
female volunteer from the audience to be
And Sarah was as
sexually
close as we
activated.
could get.
Which right here, this was I think the first thing they did with her. Very funny.
Now let's demonstrate. It's very simple. May I touch you?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Now, legally, I'm allowed to touch her vagina.
Now, wiggle it.
I love the voice too. Vagina.
Vagina.
And then later, he had this same thing right here.
Sorcery!
Sorcery.
I want my little kitten. Look in my eyes.
There was one part in there where I don't know what was what was the preface to it, but the slide was just like it was like a sex ed diagram of a
Oh
vagina.
yeah, dude, it was crazy. There was a point too where I had to be like, I'm glad that it was like not a regular just audience member, like that it was Sarah, because if it was just an unsuspecting person who just came up there to get like sexually harassed a whole bunch of like, holy shit, could have been crazy. This same like, hold on,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
actually
yeah.
might be that same part.
It's wet. Do you know my new records? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She's wet. We got her wet. Okay.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. Okay, so after they do their whole sorcery thing, which, oh wait, I forgot to say this part. He said that he looked like this person.
What's your name?
Oh my,
Holy crap.
holy crap. You look just like the Toby Nugget Cassie. No way, dude. She looks just like
You
the Toby
seriously
Nugget
look just
Cassie. From Murder Psycho 200?
You guys watch that or what?
No way, dude. Wait.
Everybody's probably thinking the same thing.
Wait. Dude,
Doesn't she just look one just like that?
You have her eyes. You have her eyes.
Yeah.
You have her eyes. Jack.
Wait.
You have her eyes. You have her eyes.
You have her eyes.
That rules. And then, okay, so then they like established that this sort of D&D version of sex.
Yeah, the roll.
Yeah, is he had to roll for it. So then when they rolled the D20, this happened.
Okay, so he rolled a 15. Your armor class is a 3, so that's a critical hit. All right, so he went to touch her pussy, and actually, he touched it so hard that his whole hand went in, or something like that. And she like was like really into it. So because it was a really high roll, that she actually like probably came like 3 or 4 times or something like that.
No, like 5 or 7. That's great.
I love the idea that the guys who don't know how sex works.
They say,
So when they're
"Or
like, so if it
something
was
like-"
really good, my whole hand must have gone. It was actually really good, so I probably got my whole hand in there.
Yeah, and also like when you're so flustered by the whole, like it's like he's so like worked up that he keeps saying or something like that.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, I probably my whole hand goes in there or something like that. It's very cool. Hell yeah, they were awesome. That segment was like, this was the strongest segment I feel like we've had on the show.
They
at
were
all
prepping
long
this
time.
like 2-3 weeks ago.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember being in East Austin. They were showing this to me.
It's so funny because they had their costumes were so funny too. He looks like Solid Snake a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like
Which
Solid
is-
Snake, but he's got the fucking toupee on.
Yeah, you mean the beret?
Oh, beret.
Jack's, Jack's always thinking about toupees.
I just gotta get the coffee in.
He's always thinking about toupees.
Yeah, you're thinking about 4 pays. 4 pays for gay sex.
All right. The fuck, dude.
Wait, 4 plays before gay sex.
All right. You feel better about it? You feel better
Yeah,
about that
I
one?
like foreplay. I don't know what all 4 of them are, but
Oh, forepay?
Yeah.
That's your gay forepay.
fuck, there it is. There it is.
There we go.
Cut the other shit out. Cut the other shit out.
Okay, fifth we had Quinn. Quinn had this thing that I thought was funny where she said, so Quinn came up, the premise of it was that she was there with her husband and that she had just had her bachelorette party and he had had her bachelor party. She was cheating on him during her bachelorette party and he didn't do much and she was mad for it.
Yeah, Justin was actually really funny with that.
Justin was really funny with it too, but I like this thing, this line.
Man, and gave us cervical massages.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. I can't find the cervix. So.
Everyone does.
And then later he said, because it's cervical massage, he's like, I don't even know how to find the cervix, which is such a funny thing because it's as if that every guy has the task ahead of them where they have to try to find the cervix. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Can you please finger my cervix, please? I want you to.
Doesn't you get the whole fucking hand in there?
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he said the cervical massages. Then he said,
I paid for your clavicle massage.
Clavicle massage.
clavicle massage, very funny.
Clavicle massage.
I like that. After Quinn, we had Greg. What's Greg's last name?
DePaul?
Not Greg DePaul. Is this not Greg?
Oh, Greg Phelps.
Greg Phelps.
Greg Phelps was so great.
Greg Phelps. Greg Phelps came up, was very funny. This bit was super funny.
Dr. June, and he comes out. It's actually Dr. Edgar Goon.
Yeah, not Edgar June. No, it's Edgar Goon.
Edgar Goon.
Yeah. Dr. Edgar
Sex
Goon.
educator. Or a sex doctor?
Sexual, what it's, I don't know, he has, I can look at the whole thing, but,
No, let's do a clip.
let's see, it says,
All right.
sexual dysfunction with Dr. Edgar Goon. I liked this line right here. It was like towards the beginning.
The show I met Jack at the signing for my most recent bestseller, How I Learned to Love My Weird Little Penis.
How I learned to love my weird little penis. This is so good.
Very funny. And then I liked, he had the line about, what does it say? Oh, bunt sex. Bunt sex.
Yeah,
the
bunt
erotic
sex.
act of farting on birthday cakes. Mm-hmm. Or the erotic act of putting your butt on birthday cakes. Which makes me think, did you ever...
Yeah,
so
the
like,
cake farts.
Cake fart. It was like in the same camp as like Lemon Party. You would just get sent it. At
Yeah,
some point
it's
in
a
time.
cake fart.
And then I had the line. I used the line from that video, and no one laughed. Said, "You know what I like the most?" Because that's what she says at the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah.
I like cake farts. And then she said sound. And I said, "You know what I like the most?" And people were like, "What?" And I was like, "Sorry, I thought you guys were."
good.
You know what I like the most? Cake farts.
Yeah, almost as good as regular cake.
Yeah.
You get that?
But I like this little line though.
Is bunt sex, the erotic act of sitting on cakes.
That's fun. Wish I had more birthdays.
Now, do you typically do it when the candles are lit like that, or do you?
It kind of depends on how much anal pubage you have going on, because you don't want to light it on fire, but you do want it to singe.
Yeah, for the smell.
Sorry, I was just thinking about I was just thinking about a really funny way to blow out your birthday candles.
Cake farts.
Cake farts.
And then, I mean, everything. Just all the jokes were solid the whole way through. His was just like well written and good.
He had a couple in there.
Well, he had later when he got to the foreskin part, that was very funny.
Oh yeah.
And then I liked my little line.
Huh.
Now, suppose you already
Sounds
have
spiritual.
a foreskin. Could this take you all the way into 5-skin territory?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a good question. That's a good question.
I just like that
Go all
they
the
were
way to
phrasing it
5-skin.
like that though. Could this kick me all the way up into 5-skin territory?
That's so funny.
This kicked him up into the next level.
Oh shit! Everybody back up. He's leveling up.
It's like going Super Saiyan.
He's going Super Saiyan. Damn.
So
The tip of your dick. It's yellow.
second to last. Well, we had what the fuck is going on in there, so that was a big chunk of it, but we won't have to go over that. You guys can look at all that on
You
Phil
guys can
stuff.
watch that.
You guys can look up the viral sensation that is Philip Garcia.
What the fuck is going on?
Because since the Buffet Girl video, he's had like 3 or 4 other videos go over 1 million too.
Someone tell me what is going on.
Okay. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? So Ali G was the second to last, like normal segment.
Time Arian. So funny.
Very funny. I like that his accent was kind of going, and he would say something like he would respond to like a riff in his real voice, and then go, and it or something like that. He would catch it back and bring it back.
They
into
would just
Ali
throw
G.
a little slang at the end.
Yeah, but whenever he first came up and he introduced himself to you guys, I thought this line was so funny.
Anyways, I was here with my mains man, Jake Simmons and Mickey Bags.
Mikey Biggs.
Jack
What?
Timmons.
It's Mikey Biggs.
What?
Jack
Mikey?
Timmons.
My name.
No, no one's heard of Mikey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse, right? In it.
That's such a funny line.
He said another thing. There was another thing in there towards the end of that first part where he goes, all right, so Mikey Bags.
Yeah, he brings it back again.
He goes, all right, Mr. Bags. Mr. Bags.
Mr. Bags, that rips. And then, and then he had this funny line also with Mikey.
Is this the
Because
injury
he,
one?
because so he gave you two, surveys to fill out so that he would have stuff.
Yeah,
to
so
riff on.
he sent us a survey 3 days before, like 3 or 4 days before, and then like I didn't fill it out. Mikey didn't fill it out till like the day before, the day of, and he was like, "Hey, you guys need to fill it out. It'll be super quick, whatever. It's just a Google Doc form." There were 42 questions. It took me 15 minutes to fill this whole thing out. I was in the middle of doing shit when I started it. And I
started this story of yours feeling on your side, and then you're like, it took me 15 minutes.
Well, I know,
and
but
now
like,
I
thought
feel
it was
less
gonna
on
be,
your side.
Well, I thought it was going to be like a 3-minute, like, all right, here's a couple of... And then also, he didn't... That's the other thing that pissed me off. We do the thing. He used maybe 5 of the questions.
Yeah, that's
There were
something.
42 questions.
Yeah, 42 questions is a lot, but when I thought you were gonna. It took me 15 minutes. I mean, come on. I knew it took Mikey longer, but that's just because he can't read. So we had to like do voice to text with all of them. But yeah, but I liked this line he took from your survey.
Right, like it's like, I'll ask Mikey, what was your worst injury?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
It was a gay answer. You said, my worst injury was heartbreak.
Yeah.
And then you said the craziest thing you've ever done was loved again. Why are you such a bitch?
It's such a good. I hate that he kind of stepped on his own punchline by getting out of it too quickly.
Yeah.
So, but the scariest thing you've ever done is loved again.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so good. And then the last thing of the whole night was, oh wait, this is the second to last thing that.
Oh yeah.
So this thing was insane. We were all.
It was so funny.
I wish they showed like our reactions more because we were all sort of dumbfounded the whole time. But you were. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows that Jack's running for mayor of Gayville, and and Nick V and Ray.
They spent $5 on an AI voice generator.
And I guess they took the audio from this podcast, so that's why it sounded like you were like up on a microphone and stuff. They took a 60-second clip from this podcast. It made like a voice profile, and
then
it sounded exactly like you.
It sounded just like with cadence and the pauses. Then they did a 5-minute video of me making my mayoral bid, my mayoral bid for my run as mayor for Gayville.
Yeah, you were running for Gayville.
Mayor of Gayville.
I think. Yeah, so like there was the part where when it first started and then we realized what was going on, but you were
Support and enthusiasm are what make Gayville shine so brightly, and I'm thrilled to share my vision for our future together.
What the fuck?
Let me start by
yeah, like, hold on, is that me? Fuck. How did you guys get a recording of my inner monologue? What's going on?
At this, what they started, I was like the first 5 seconds. I was like, oh, I guess I may have done like a voice message for him like a week or so ago. I don't really remember. And then it kept going. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's crazy. And then
it was so funny too.
Cock 2024.
Yeah, the whole speech they wrote out was also hilarious.
It was crazy, and it just kept fucking going.
5 minutes long.
That's nuts. And then right here, I liked this line a lot.
Straights be forced to sit at the back of the gay buses and drink at their own straight water fountains. also the fucking rave like the EDM music.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting tossed.
Mm-hmm.
You would fucking
shut the fuck up.
You'd suck your way into a more peaceful nation, dude.
Be the change you want to see in this world, everybody.
And closing out the show, we had Donnie Haynes featuring Papa John.
Yeah, the one and only Donnie Haynes.
One and only Donnie Haynes and Papa John. And so you had I liked this line right here when you asked Donnie. You just asked a simple follow-up question, and it was very clear he had not. He just kind of didn't remember anything about. Okay, you would love to show you.
Doing good, actually. I just got back from Italy.
Oh, what part of Italy did you go to?
The hills.
All right.
such a beautiful response. It's like,
hills.
It's like you could tell he had a split second where he's like, Venice? Wait, is that the hills?
The hills. Here's the hills.
That ruled. And then let's see, what was it? This part?
So it's a Tuesday here. It was a fucking Wednesday there. I mean, make that make fucking sense.
He was so hung up on it.
Oh, him bitching about the fucking like jet lag, international date, and wanting to just like I fucking blow my brains out in 2 places on the same day. Seeing a fucking boat all alone.
Have you ever wanted to fucking kill yourself and multiple times in a single fiscal week?
Single fiscal week.
And then
on that fucking boat, I just wish I had a fucking gun.
And then we had the, as is par for the course for all Donny Haynes segments, we went with a song.
Little me, little mini me, tiny little man with a little gondola, I guess. Little me, little me.
It was a great show. It was a good show this week.
It was a good show. It was very fun. And I just love that every time Donnie sings, it always has he's going for small and cute. Little tiny man, little sexy man, little boy. I just want to be sweet.
Sweet little kisses from heaven. Oh, yep, that was it, guys.
That was it. And that was Good Evening this week.
That was it. Yeah, tune in this week.
Yeah, tune in this week.
Watch the show.
It'll be very fun. We're going to have an appearance. I only know about his Little Stewart. Do you know about Little Stewart? You're gonna love Little Stewart.
What's Little Stewart?
You're just gonna have to tune in tomorrow to find out, aren't you?
I mean, I'll be there.
They're gonna have to tune in tomorrow.
Tune on in.
All right. This has been Good Evening, the podcast. Love you. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.